Beginning with the end in mind, we're going to be taking a look at some of the linear qualities in this artwork. As you look at this landscape, I want you to think of different kinds of lines that you can use to make up your work. I hope that as you look at some of these examples, you might be able to see some linear qualities very similar to the style of Vincent van Gogh. Vincent van Gogh was one of the world's most famous artists. Again, as you look at his artwork, very linear. You can see lots of lines in his paintings. It's not very smooth, but it has a lot of lines that make up his paintings. As you look further away, you might not be able to see so much of the lines, but as you're up close, you can see his very thick paint quality that he used in his paintings. To begin this project, either you or a friend has taken some tape, some masking tape, and I'm just going to measure off how much I'm going to need. And what I want you to do when you put your masking tape on is put half of it onto the paper and half of it onto your background. So as you can see right up close, half of the tape is on the white paper, half of it is onto the scrap paper. And we're using this scrap paper so that the chalk dust doesn't get all over, as well as it'll allow us to have nice fine edges when we take the tape off. So it'll kind of give you a framed look to your piece, looking really nice. So we're just going to go ahead and finish putting this tape on all four sides of our paper. Then take a pencil, lightly sketch in a few lines that you would like to use for your horizon or backdrop of the land. This line is the line that separates sky from ground. So I'm using this as my ground line and this is my sky line. Then you can think about what kinds of landscapes that you want to put into your picture. So I'm going to make mine a sun type picture, and then I'm going to save the rest of the details for later. After you've drawn just a basic outline, take your chalk pastels, one per table, and then as you use these pastels, you can mix and blend onto the paper. So I wanted to use a warm color scheme, so I'm just going to take my warm colors, blend and mix. And a little bit of red. Blend and mix those colors together. Okay, and then when you do the ground, it doesn't have to be a realistic ground color. Can be a couple of different things. So I'm kind of going with an autumn look or a fall look right now. So I'm thinking about colors that really work well for fall, warm tones. And again, I'm just going to blend that right into the paper. Blending and mix those chalk pastels into the paper to give it a soft look. Okay, maybe I'll use a little bit of this dark brown for the part that's up close. Sometimes I use just the side of the chalk, giving myself a little bit of color that way. Okay, and then I just use my same finger. I don't go wash yet. I'm going to wash after my hands are all completely done getting dirty. And then lastly, I'm looking at that piece thinking, what color should I use? Might even go to something like an orangish color. Maybe I'll add a little bit of another color in there with it just to get a little bit more interest. So it's not just all one color. Blending and mixing. Okay, so I give myself my 3 ground lines. Oops, boy. Okay, so I made a mistake. Not a huge deal. Go over it with another color. Forgot that I had some brown on that finger. Okay, so I'm looking at my fingers, picking another one. There we go. Just go with it. Okay,